Hey, I'm doing a small painting today. Check this out. You can get all these at Michael's, 10 by 10 inches. You get 8 pieces. They're on sale right now for like $10. So I thought I'd do, since I've already went to work and I'm done for the day. I have to go to practice at 2, but let's do a quick painting. And I'm only going to use the three colors, red, yellow, and blue, and black and white. Okay, this acrylic paint, um, and this is a 10 by 10. These are perfect for like we got time before the holidays. Like if you want to make a few paintings and give them out as gifts. Okay, and I'll do an easy scene for you. Even if you've never painted before, you could go grab this stuff real quick. They have kits where you get just these 5 colors. Comes red, yellow, and blue with black and white. Okay, and just grab a few brushes and some canvas and give it a try. And this is a charcoal pencil. I'm going to go ahead and sketch in a mountain here. We're going to do a winter scene. So let's put a mountain right in the middle. Okay, and let's put a few peaks on here. Just like that, a simple mountain, okay? And it's going to be a snow scene, so I'll probably have some hills of snow coming through like this, and maybe one down here at the bottom. And then that way we could put some trees going up into the sky here and some clouds. Really simple. So if you sketch this out right now, one line that way, one line this way, and one line that way. These are going to be snow hills. And I'll show you how to do it. This one will be a little gray. We'll put a little blue in this one, and this one will be a little bluer. So it looks like it's going back. So it looks right. But today, what I'm using a acrylic brush. This is a Filbert number 10, okay? And I think what I want to do, I got water in a jug, okay, to rinse your brush off. You just rinse your brush off and wipe it on a paper towel. Let's get started. So I want to put some gray down first. So grab a little white over here and just a touch of black, a little more white. We'll mix everything with the brushes. Now, let's just put some gray uh, up in the sky real quick. Okay, doesn't have to be perfect right now. Wet your brush a little with water, and then it'll flow for you. Okay, I just want to get like an undertone going in the sky there. Just a little bit of white and gray. Okay, come down to your mountains. And when that dries, we're going to throw some blue up there. Don't worry. So that's easy. So for the mountain, let's just take a little more black now and add it into that gray that you just made and make it darker. And let's put our mountains in now with this darker color. Don't bring it down too far. Wet your brush a little bit, okay? That way you can make the peaks nice and sharp up there, okay? There we go, 3 peaks. Bring it down just a little bit like this. Now grab a little white. Don't even wipe your brush off. And pick up some of the bottom of that mountain and bring it down into this area here. Right into here. Grab some more white just like that. Just lighten up the bottom part of the mountain. Now rinse your brush off, and then dry it off on a paper towel so your brush is clean and it's dry now, and blend the white into the mountain. Just kind of blend it. We're going to put snow up on those mountains, so all right, so there's the mountain. Real easy. Let's put some snow in here real quick while this is drying up here. So this snow here, we'll start another pile over here for mixing. Maybe we'll just use this white I got right here. So let's put a touch of gray in it. Grab a little bit of this gray. And just gray it up just a little. It's going to actually it's going to look white though. So let's fill this in with that color. I have like a snowbank coming down here. It's going to be really simple. Real simple painting, but it's going to look good. Let's put a little blue in this one now. Grab a little bit of the blue. You could use any blue that you have. This is happens to be ultramarine blue. See how I made it a little bluer now? And let's put some blue snow down here on this hill. Just like that. This painting should go quick because it's such a small painting. It's a 10 by 10. But what's going to make it look good is when we put the trees in and then put snow on everything, okay? Let's make this a little darker now. Grab a little more blue. Just tap your brush in there and darken this snow up a little more for this hill in the front here. This is the foreground right here, this hill. Just like that. We got all our, I call that the underpaint. So the underpaint's done now. Now let's put some color in the sky now. Let's see if that's dry. Yeah, it's pretty dry. Maybe we should do the snow first on the mountains. So for that, I'm going to grab a smaller filbert brush. See how it's a number 6. And we'll put some snow on the mountains first. And we're going to use titanium white for that. Really bright white. So you don't need to dip your brush in water anymore because we have enough paint down here. So what we're going to do is come up here with a brush, and let's start at the right peak up here, and let's pull down a little bit of snow on each peak on the right side. Follow the edge of the mountain. Just a little bit at first. Now on this main peak here, let's come underneath that snow you just put in. Let's put a little more here. And we'll bring it down a bit. Kind of design it where the mountain looks like it's turning. You don't have to fill it all in with white, okay? Leave some dark spots in there. Just basically come down with white. Pull it to the right though. Don't pull it down. Just like that. That's looking good. That looks really good. Now for the other side, take your white and let's put it up here in this blue here. Let's add a little more blue to it. And we're going to put a shadow side on the other side with blue and white. Just mix it with your brush. You're not going to need much paint because it's so small. Grab a little black over here, just a little touch of black, and add it into that blue. It's going to be a bluish gray. Now, on the other side of your mountain, pull some of this bluish gray color right next to your white. If you have to wet your brush a little, go ahead and do it. Just a little though. Right next to the white. And then even underneath here, put some of this bluish gray where the white's running flat down here. Just pull it to the left. All the way down. Leave some of it gray down here. Just like that. Wow, those mountains look pretty good already. See how simple that is? Real easy. Wow. Man, that already looks amazing. I think you can do this. Anybody can do this. Let's put some blue up in the sky now. I'm going back to the larger brush. It's a number 10. I want to put some blue sky up here now. So let's grab some white here. We could just throw it in the same pile here. And grab some blue. Ultramarine blue. Let's get a light blue going. Just like that. Very light blue. And let's throw some blue up in the sky here. Leave some of the gray back there. Just kind of swipe it at an angle like this. Just like that. Don't fill the whole thing with blue, just about that much. And for around the mountains, we're going to put some clouds. So I'm going to show you a cool way to do some clouds. But I want that to all dry first. This is looking pretty good. I'm going to show you how to do an evergreen tree here in a little bit. And then we're going to put some trees on the top of this hill here. Coming down. Evergreen trees and maybe some small ones way in the back there. And I think you're going to like it. There's our sky right there. Take a little bit of your brush and kind of go over that gray just very lightly and get some more, let some of the color end up inside that gray, but don't cover the gray. Just like that. I think we could do the clouds now. Let's go back to the small brush. Go back to your smaller filbert brush or a flat brush. If that's all you have is a flat brush, that's fine. Let's grab some white. We're going to use white for the clouds. And you can wet your brush a little. Come right up next to your mountain now. And we're going to pull we're going to put white right on the edge of the mountains. Just pull it up just a little, just like that. Right next to your mountain, take your brush and pull up. Get smaller over here. Make these a little longer here in the middle. And let's do that for the whole mountain. Pull it up to the right at an angle. Just a little down here. Pull it up into the blue now, just like that. That's going to be some clouds around the mountain, okay? We'll let that dry for a little bit. Look at that. What's going to happen, that this is going to like soak in, and it's going to look pretty good. So you can take your brush and edge your mountain so it looks straighter, okay? Just like that. Wow. It's looking pretty good. Pretty easy. This is a level 1 painting, so anybody can do this, even a beginner, okay? Now we need to make some color back here and here for some trees, so now it's time to mix some blue and yellow. You can just use the same brush, even though there's white on it. Let's make some green. Take some blue now. Let's make a lot of it, because we're going to need to take some blue here, and then grab some yellow, and let's just mix it up. If you got a knife, you can use your knife, but you don't have to. We'll make a nice greenish color here. Let's put a little bit over here, because I'm going to darken that up with black in a little bit. Now let's take a little bit of this blue over here, this light blue, and put it in there. This light blue and white. Lighten it up just a little. It's going to be for these distant trees way in the back. Now usually I would use a fan brush for these trees, but we can use this brush. Just fill your brush up, and right on top of the white, let's just take your brush and pull some paint down. You might have to wet your brush just a little with water. And right here on top of the white, let's just pull some green up here. Really small. It's going to end up looking like trees, okay? Now, let's do this other hill the same way. We'll make this one a little bigger, though. Follow the top of the hill, and we'll pull some green down here. We'll get a little bigger over here, so it looks like the trees are going off into the distance, and you can actually level this up a little bit. Keep it small back here, and then you can make it bigger over here. Let's come a little further, because I'm going to have a tree over here, so we don't have to come all the way. Let's bring it to about here. Now, wet your brush a little bit. Actually, clean your brush off and then wipe it on the paper towel. Up here now, underneath this green in the back, take your brush and just pull it to the right underneath. Just a little. Same thing here. Wet your brush just a little. And let's pull this underneath to the left. Just at the bottom. And pull a little bit of color out into the snow. Okay, just like that. Very good. It's looking pretty good. Let's do a tree now. We're gonna, I'll use a fan brush now for these trees over here. I want to use this green now I put over here and add a little black to it to darken it up. Just a little black. And let's make some bushes here on top of this hill, this blue hill. Just stamp in some bushes. Just like that. Now, while it's wet, wet your brush a little with water. Just a little bit of water, okay? And then pull the bottom of these bushes to the right. You can pull a little bit of the color into the snow too, like this. Okay. Let's make an evergreen tree over here now. I'm going to grab a fan brush. This is an acrylic fan brush. It's a number 2. And I'm going to put a couple trees over here now with that dark color. Wet your brush, rinse your brush off in water, get it wet, and let's grab some of this dark green now. Let's put a tree right all the way up into the sky here. Just stamp in a trunk and then pull it down. And let's load the brush up again. And now we're going to put on some branches, okay? Let's use the corner of your fan brush and just touch the canvas with the corner, just like this. And as you come down, we're going to get wider and wider, okay? Get bigger at the bottom. Bring those branches out as far as you want. Just like that. Look at that tree. Doesn't that look amazing? Now, if you see a spot where you need branches, just take your brush now and add some more branches in here. If you don't want it to look so perfect, just extend your branches. I like to fill it in the middle here a little bit. Just like that. we're going to put snow on all this stuff, so it's going to look, it'll end up looking like a winter scene when we're done here. Let's put a tree right behind that one now. Grab some more paint on your fan brush, make it smaller, and just stamp in a trunk about down to there, and just put the leaves on really small here. So it looks like another tree behind it. Okay, and just fill that in just like that. So it looks like two trees there. And we could put a small one here now. I think that'll look good with the, we'll put it a little further away at an angle. Keep the branches small on the top. Just like that. Look at that. It's looking pretty good. I really like that so far. I think what we're going to end up doing, I'm going to actually have a big tree over here on the side. Maybe I'm going to put a birch tree over here. Uh, yeah, I think it'll look good. A birch tree. Let's see where I am on time here. 26 minutes. I got to take my shirt off real quick. I'm getting hot. Pretty much almost done. Let's add, I think I'm just going to put a regular tree over here, evergreen tree in the foreground, really big to fill up the other side of the sky there. So I got to make some more green. I'm going to take some blue here. Put it over here, grab a little yellow, make some green, dark green, and then I'm going to darken it up with a little black. So I'll do one more tree over here, and then we're going to put the snow on, okay? And then a few twigs, a bird, and we'll be done. Easy scene for you to do for the holidays. Let me move the camera over here so I can get on this side here. Look at that. Let me zoom it in a little for you. All right, so I went to a number 2 fan brush. Okay, it's made for oil, but you can use it for acrylic paint. I'm going to fill my brush up with this dark green. It's almost going to look black up there, but I want to bring a tree like up at an angle here. I'll put the trunk in first, maybe coming down to the corner here, okay? Now same way, I'm going to use the corner and design my branches. Just press in and let the brush create the branches so they look natural, okay? I'm just going to come down quickly and then I'll design the branches after I look at it. Look at that. I want to fill this in a little down here with color. And we'll put some snow on it. Look at that tree. Wow. Looks really good. Let's darken up the inside a little bit. Very good. That's all I want to do with the, as far as the trees now. Uh, that's the scene right there. Let's put some snow on the trees now. Let me move the camera back over here. What I'm going to do is use the same brush that I just made that tree with. I'm going to clean it in my water. Let's use white, but I want to put a little blue in it. So let's grab a little bit of white here to the side, and let's grab a little bit of blue on the corner of your brush here, and let's add some blue into it. That's going to be our snow on the trees, okay? Just fill your brush up. Let's do this big one first. What I'm going to do is come down and just hit the top parts of the branches. You got to take your time, okay? Barely touch it, okay? Barely touch the tree. Don't press in, just let the brush touch it very lightly and hit the top parts of your branches, okay? Just like that, okay? Don't press in. Let's do the small tree here. Really small, touching it very lightly. Trying to leave some of the dark color in there. Just like that. We just want a little indication of snow on them trees, okay? Let's do this big one. It's still wet, but that's all right. This is tricky. You just got to barely touch the canvas, okay? I'm going to do these big branches first. Just lightly touching it. There we go. We got snow on that tree now. Isn't that cool? Oh, I got to hit this bottom one just on the top. Wow. It's looking very wintry now. So let's put some snow on these bushes now. The way I like to do it, I'll start here on the left and just touch the top part of the bush. And then I see another bush here. And I'll get higher as I come to the right. I'm just putting it on the top part of the bush. See how I got 1, 2, 3, 4 bushes now? And then we'll put a 5th one here, just on the top. So I got 5 bushes there now with snow on them. Isn't that cool? That's all I want to do on this one. I wanted to make it easy for you. Let's put a few birds up there. I'm going to grab a little black on a liner brush and put some birds in the scene. There we go. Very good. That's it, guys. I think you can make these, give them away as gifts. I'm going to do another one here in about 30 minutes. It's going to be another winter scene, but it's going to be a little different, okay? Put a few twigs. I'll do this after I shut it off, but put some twigs in your scene. That's it for this one. I hope you like that one. It's a very easy winter scene there. You see how the white kind of soaked in up there? So I'm gonna after your painting dries for a while, you could come back and lighten up your snow up here, okay? If you want. Just to make it white again, because it did kind of soak in there. All right, that's it for this one. I hope you liked that one, guys. Nice winter scene there. And we'll see you on the next video. Cheers.